Hello and welcome to Brand Tips. And today we're delighted to have Padma Shri Priya Paul, who's the first lady of the luxury brand hotels in India. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, Saloni.
And heartiest congratulations for the IPO.
Thank you so much.
So, what does APJ stand for?
APJ stands for A is for Amin Chand, which is my great great grandfather. P is for Pyarelal, the grandfather, and J is for Jalandhar, where they originally lived and started their business. In the early 1900s.
Wonderful. So, you have a robust portfolio. So, what are the formats you offer?
So the Apeejay Surrendra Park Hotels Limited has been in operation since 1967, and we started off with the first hotel in Park Street in Calcutta, and we've evolved this now. We have about 30 hotels,
Sure.
and I'm skipping a few decades, and we have about 30 hotels across a couple of brands. So the first is the Park Hotels, which are very highly differentiated luxury boutique hotels operating in the upper upscale of the market. And these are usually in city center hotels. Each one is very individual and distinctive. And then we have something called the Park Collection, which are truly boutique properties, 20 to 40 rooms located in places of natural beauty or architectural heritage. And we have 3 open in that brand, another 2 that are opening very shortly. And then we created this brand called Zone by the Park, which is which has Zone by the Park and another sub brand called Zone Connect. And these are in the 4-star space, upper mid scale, and but again differentiated with design and of course a lot of food and beverage in them, because we feel in tier 2 and tier 3 cities where this brand is targeted, there's a lot of unmet demand for food and beverage as well as hospitality.
Wonderful. So, talk to us about your QSR format.
So the QSR format is primarily Fleury's, and Fleury's is an iconic brand which was started in 1927 by a Swiss couple, Mr. and Mrs. Fleury's. We bought it in 1965, and since then we've been operating it, and we've taken it from one outlet to 73. We have now expanded to Mumbai MMR region, and over the next few months you'll see it in a lot more locations within Mumbai. And then we will take this to across the country.
Okay. So, hospitality sector is likely to boom. It's poised, and India is. And a lot of global brands also coming in. So, what's your take on the competition?
Well, I think there are all types of brands here, homegrown, Indian, as well as international brands that are coming in. India has a huge appetite for hospitality because we're really under-roomed.
Sure.
We have only 178,000 rooms that are in the kind of registered hotels. And some of our countries such as Dubai and Singapore and all have way beyond that in terms of just in single cities. So we really need hotel rooms at all segments. The supply is only growing at a 7.2%, and demand is already at 10.2%. So the gap is there. Many of the cities that we have just very few rooms to cope with the growth that you see in the cities and the growth that we see in the economy of India. And as we go from world economy number 5 to world economy number 3, I think hospitality and hotel infrastructure is really necessary, because otherwise, where do travelers stay? Where do events happen? And where do business people do their business?
Exactly. Talk to us about the role of women in hospitality sector in leadership positions.
I think it's one of the few industries which is very open to women, and of course, women are in all levels of the industry, and there are. Whereas once the traditional roles would be just in a few of the departments in the hotels, we now see women GMs, and I can think of at least 4 women CEOs that I know in the hospitality industry.
Okay.
So I look forward to more women joining the business, because I think women's participation in business is still a little low in our country.
What is your leadership mantra?
Work hard and play hard. It's a family motto.
Wonderful. And what's your roadmap for next 3 years?
Well, some of it is, of course, the business, and it's the business is growing very rapidly, but we hope to be at 56 hotels by 2026, and that's, of course, as per the RHP and what we've put as far as the way our business plan is moving forward. So we're very excited about that and looking forward to a very successful IPO launch for us.
How do you define APJ in 3 words?
Now that's a very true. APJ is really a family business, and we stand for commitment, credibility, and we have fun doing our business.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Superb listing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.